Nah, I bought it for like $5 though.
Well, that's a very blunt question. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Yeah. Just watch, buddy. Watch and wait.
Okay.
Watch! Don't be gay. It shows you. Just a moment.
What game?
You watch me stream it. Look at me. Look at me now. It's a really good game. It's like the
Not for
most FMV.
broadcast?
Yeah. It's like the most FMV game ever.
I have never heard of this game.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so, you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top.
Oh, this is not that
coloured
bad.
bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Have a look to
Great
your
Sword
left.
actually has a moveset now.
These plugs control everything in the studio.
Like,
I've left
it
a
isn't
slot
just a
for you,
charge
so
attack.
provide
Like,
it
they
to
actually
everything
have good
All you have to
combos.
do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Oh wait, I accidentally closed the game. Nope, I don't want to do that.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately,
But
they
you know
run
what
for 4
shocked
pages,
me?
so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long.
All the Charge Blade combos are the exact same from freaking World.
You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and
Crazy
load these
Neil,
on
Come to
machines on your
Bumley,
memory. When
Alan
you've done that,
James,
look
My
up to the
Salad
front
Weekly,
again.
or Exercise with the Ham Sleeves.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon. When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Corn and mayonnaise?
Did I see if you make me go pastry?
Yeah, I thought it might increase our... Five.
Ready, the bloodshot?
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown,
What?
but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Honest Andy's totally independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as positive footballer Johnny Hams leaves.
You are a broadcast person. What the fuck? It just explained the entire game. You didn't even pay attention.
Chatting with movie star Lawrence Brundleclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the Libertarian Party have to say on their historic.
Right. Button 2.
Basically.
3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Wait, what did you just say? What, are you talking to me? I don't fuck. Who?
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now. Lovely, mate.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right and use the right stick on your wireless controller to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the right bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there.
Okay, alright, okay. Alright, Shaggy, watching, buddy?
You can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
Hear the co-leader's acceptance.
And 3,
2,
2,
1.
advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big word.
Come on, let me fix the audio.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. Yeah.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multi-cam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Night News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you. The theme of today is among...
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated. Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. But you know what, Megan? I really like that.
That is...
It gets interesting.
character you play in this movie is...
Okay, this is the beginning of the fucking game, man.
Get on the speaker, mate.
It's not being a fucking... There's a lot of good jokes here, okay? Come on.
Seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role.
No, not this. There's a lot of music in this game.
Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a long...
Not right. You're fucking impatient.
For free. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but we'll see who's counting.
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
So sweet of you to mention it. But I really am not in it for the awards.
Watch it.
Those
Exactly.
3 little statues do take quite a place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
It's a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will be. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most
The
of all,
midgets.
I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed, historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very...
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Looks like Thunderclash is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Hold down the R2 button on your wireless controller and access the frequency change. Match it to the right bit, gently pushing the right stick to the front.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Nolan, we mustn't.
Is Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan?
You just slapped a bitch. How is that not funny?
Jubbly, mate.
You, baby.
Next, we're going to change the aperture. Same as last time.
Oh.
Upwards, mate. Upwards.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
We need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This folder, this is the key. Yes!
Frankly, mate, you're lucky to still be on the air. Maybe get some practice in.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
2, 1, bah.
Mate, if you don't turn up the broadcast volume, you won't be able to time your bleeps. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, Hold it down. Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the Boxon's wireless controller to select the screenshot.
Hear you. Check local press for dates and times.
3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to play.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. And, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern they had against us.
Nice.
You saw right people. You saw right through their
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than
Memorably
Hold it down a bit long there, mate.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. Shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shit on and up in their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax rules.
So, I've got nowhere to hide. Earlier today, we revoked your passport. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. You're going to pay first. You're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret. So to you posh
people who pay relatives to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
For your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes. It ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get
You're only meant to censor the swear word.
Interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that blinked out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful...
And we're out. Good job, everyone.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Deal. We're crazy deal. We don't care if you've been naughty or nice. We got green sofas, red sofas, brown cushions, pink cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. Deals.
When the programme's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care? This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks. Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington Fist buys Honest Andy's totally Johnny Hamsley. Celebrators. Sports fans everywhere. Independent and corners the flowered market. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News. The landslide victory with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote. The co-leader's acceptance speech.
Well, sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves, and I'm not fat, but you are. Don't worry, ladies. Now you can have me, Johnny Hamsleeve, right there in your lounge.
Johnny!
Match day, happy day. Me and the lads are playing away.
I'll take you through a proper match day workout with my 2 cracking assistants. Who knows, within a few weeks, you could be as fit as them.
What a day, in the club cruising down the motorway. Match day, Saturday, finished with the handshakes and we're ready to play.
Did you know that fat people are less likely to laugh, marry or live past the age of 26? These potentially true statistics are all terrifying reasons why you need to pop a bit of Johnny in your VH.
That being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
So you've just finished filming your latest movie, which is called The Medicated. Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap, that Peter Jensen, the director, do you know him? He's a wonderful chap, he really is. I've worked with him on movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And
Absolutely right. A scientist. Was that challenge at all? What exactly are you going? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played. That's a beautiful question, Megan. Like you.
then that drives you.
That's a beautiful question, Megan. And not like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. often that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And
Today, of course, we're in for some real...
it's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Nolans, we mustn't think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan. I did it for you, baby. All for you.
Doctor.
I'm gonna change the world, you know? Yeah, listen.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
Now it's all too late.
Look at this!
The virus. The sterility.
Should.
This is not some child's tale. This is not a dream. This is reality. This is the story of you and how you're stupid and asleep. It's about how you were promised the Elysian fields, but you ended up filleting Satan for the salty crumbs.
Is coming to your city.
I'm Alan James, author of Alan James is Right. The
Peter Clement and...
They should be put and up in their dusty checkbox.
Again, colourfully put, but...
You know this sort of problem. You really don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community. Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting.
I've got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to...
Turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all. The Congress said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see, when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret. So to you, posh people who pay your pittance to surf and drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children you raise or they've got time to get even richer, Advance have this to say to you. It ends today. We, for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyard, it ends today. We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it. It ends today. Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would. And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get with that. Thank you for your time. Well, interesting acceptance speech there from ladies of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language.
Hopefully we got that...
That big in time. If not...
Have a peaceful night.
Good job,
Welcome to Crazy Neil's crazy pre-Christmas sofa and chair deals. It's a steal with Crazy Neil. We don't care if you've been naughty or nice. We got green sofas, red sofas, brown cushions, pink cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. Neil's deals are unreal. You've got people coming over at Christmas. You've got an aunt. She's going to leave a stain on the sofa. You don't want her sitting on this white sofa. She's going to have to sit on the dark sofa. This is the deal with Neil Appeal. You want to throw your money at us. We'll give you a leather sofa for a price that is just crazy. If you've got lightning striking, then strike whilst the lightning is...
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4. Seconds back.
Seriously, that prick Blunderclatch on election night?
Yeah, Megan's pretty pissed off too.
I'm not surprised. The bloke wouldn't know democracy if he's shutting his cornflakes.
Yeah, but he's hot though.
I suppose so, into oxygen thieves.
10 seconds, everybody. Your fragility is leaking. Going in 5, 4, 3.
But first, the vote...
Match is running late.
Oh.
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.